Hello, my fellow readers. This is iDarkSymphony777 with another fanfiction review. As always, let me turn off that. As always, a link to the story will be in the description below. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, click on that bell for notifications, leave a comment in the comment section below on your thoughts of the story. And this is my opinion. My opinion is not indicative of everyone in the world, so please respect that. So, we are continuing our jolly journey through Super Koopalings series. I know there's probably like some people out there who are just getting tired. It's like, why are you doing this huge series? Yeah, I'm doing this because I'm a good friend and I want to help the author out. And don't worry, after this one and the next one, which are both Super Koopalings, I will be doing another Mega Man one, and I'll be probably doing another story or two, depending on what I get from the roulette wheel. So let's get started. So the story I'm doing a reading of is actually her special second anniversary story, which honestly, this one's kind of a nonsense story. Like, this one's not supposed to be taken seriously. I get that. It's kind of a charming story. Let me actually pull it up real quick. Where is it? There it is. I actually have all this literally just in my thing. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Okay, so where I'm trying to find it. Just what was it? There it is. Super Koopalings Special Episode 2, Untitled 2. This is basically just a nonsense comedy story. So the plot actually stars Starlet Duck herself again. And she's basically writing her Super Koopa stuff, and then she finds a little crystal, like a transporter gem. It allows you to transport to the Super Koopaling world, at which she touches on the screen. She gets sent home. She gets sent there, and then she does go kind of sort of mad with power, because it turns out she's still a god. She's a Mary Sue where no Mary Sue has gone before. Yeah, I'm gonna end. And then she asked the Super Koopalings for help to get her the gem, so that way she can go back home. And this is just, honestly, there's not much to talk about with this story, because this is literally just not really important in the grand scheme of things. So this is probably going to be my shortest review of the entire series. I do like it in terms of the actual story. It's just Starlet gets sent to the Mario world. She meets the Koopalings. Iggy recognizes her from his dreams. She goes mad. She kind of goes mad with power because of the simple fact, because she has all these alter powers, but it's kind of subdued and is like, oh, I only have these alter powers when the story requires them to. So it's kind of a cute little contextual way of doing it. It makes sense, but at the same time, it kind of doesn't make sense. You can explain that. In terms of writing and stuff like that, it's cute. It's simple, inoffensive. I have nothing against it. So the story keeps going with them going to find the gem in the Sarazar Land Desert. But every time when Star actually uses her powers, she starts glitching out reality until she uses it too much, and reality just starts fragmenting. And then this random Koopa that she turned into a lava. I bet you that's a reference to Cusco. I'm a llama. Say, hey, can you help you out? And then sends her on home, and then she fixes the world, and that's it. That's pretty much the plot. There's not much in terms of story, because it's just a humor parody story. It's not supposed to be taken seriously. There's not really a lot of substance, because again, this is just a nonsense story meant to be nonsensical. It's not supposed to be over the top. It's not supposed to be like full of character development. It's just there, but that's its purpose. And it has some character development of a one-time story thing with Starlet Duck kind of humbling herself. It's cute. I have nothing wrong with it. It's there. It exists. Character development. It's really just Star becoming humble. Nothing too drastic. Like I said, this review is going to be short. in terms of grammar errors and writing. There's actually, comparing this story with her first anniversary story, it's actually very clear that she improved a lot. Like, the writing is very crisp, it's very clean, it's more in tune what this type of story needs to be done. So I can see that over the time, as the series goes along, she does improve drastically. So I have nothing against her in that regard. And in terms of pacing, it's has a very, very tight pacing to it. But that's more due to the fact it's very humorous and she likes to keep it short. I mean, 16 chapters with 16,000 words. The worst I can say is probably just cut the chapters in half. You can literally combine half of the chapters into them. And probably, sorry, a little tired. You could probably just literally just have the story in like 7, 8 chapters instead of 16. That's really all I have to. That's really the only bad thing I have to say about the story. Everything else, it's good. It's functional. Yeah, it's some of those jokes aren't really that kind of miss, but this is more parody of just Starlet Duck. Like, that's most of the parody just revolves around Starlet Duck acting like an over the top caricature of herself. So I can't really fault the author for doing that. Would I recommend this one? Not really. Less to do with the fact that the story is bad, but more in the grand scheme of things, this story is kind of irrelevant. If you want to check it out, you can go check it out. I'm not gonna, if you're interested in reading this type of story, then go ahead. But in terms of the grand scheme of everything that goes on with Super Koopalings, in terms of like story and stuff like that, give this one a pass. Like, it's inoffensive, but it's kind of sequestered in its own thing and doing its own thing rather than actually being connected in the hard way to the Super Koopaling story by itself. So that's why I'm kind of not recommending it, because by itself it's kind of just okay, but really the only thing is like it's mostly just Star making fun of herself. But in terms of like everything that's going on in the world around after I got like the next video is just gonna be like me reviewing the last episode before the whole Frostwall thing, because episodes 12, 13, and 14 are all going to be one trilogy, and I'm going to be reviewing all 3 of those episodes at the same time. But by itself, it's just really not good enough to say I want to recommend it. Again, if you want to go out of your way to read it, go ahead. I'm not. It may be your fancy if you want to see like a kind of a Mary Sue making fun of herself. But other than that, I really see no reason to actually want to read this story. Go out of my way, like some of the other stories, especially episode 11 coming up when. Oh god, that story is funny. But yeah, this has been Dark Symphony. Yeah, very short. Not even 10 minutes. Yeah, this is just an out of the way story. I wanted to cover my bases, and so this one was just going to be very short to the point. So that has been Dark Symphony 777, and cut.